while since I've done a totally pointless ramble that probably nobody but myself, and honestly, not even really myself, cares about, but maybe somebody can relate to it. I don't know. It's kind of just stream of consciousness, but. Question. How long do you guys generally let your emails build up before you go through trying to delete them out? Like, I'm sure most sane people go through and try to do this on a regular basis, am I right? Well, we never said I was sane here, so, I kept getting these little alerts at the bottom of Hotmail because, oh yeah, I'm so grandfathered in, I still have a Hotmail account, not an Outlook account. No, not a live account. I have a fucking Hotmail account. That's just one of my emails, by the way. I have about a dozen different ones, but, the main one is just like, I kept getting these little notices at the bottom of the screen saying that your inbox is like 95% full. When it hits full, you won't be able to send or receive messages, blah 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 blah. And was like, I thought Hotmail was the one with the ever-expanding inbox. Yeah, well, that used to be a thing. Apparently now they capped it at 50 gigabytes, which I think is still quite a bit bigger than industry standard even for, like, Gmail. But, maybe it's because I'm so grandfathered in from 1998 to where, I don't know, special privileges? I don't fucking know. But regardless, doesn't really matter. All I knew was, oh shit, I gotta do something about that. So I go and I look at the total number of boxes of emails just in the main inbox, not even in any of the subfolders. And there were over 800,000 emails in there. For decades back. It was like, oh, okay. So again, most sane people would probably just go fuck it and etch a sketch the whole thing, just nuke it all and start over. But no, I have my reasons for why I can't. Because there's too many people in that amount of time where it's like, I know I have emails in there from them that these people are gone now, and those are some of the last things I have of them. I cannot risk losing those that way. So as I've gone through and run across some of them, I've moved them to special folders too, but I mean, it just sucker punched me the timing of my trying to go through here and just mass purge things, because some of the stuff in there is from, like, different fandom message groups back when Yahoo Groups was still, like, really alive and kicking. I mean, now I think they've shut it down, have they not? Because I haven't seen a message from a Yahoo group in years, but, there's multiple people from what used to be my favorite of those that are all gone now. But one in particular was one of the two women that I considered to be my cyber moms. And one of them's still here. One of them just passed away this past week from the virus that we can't say the name of on YouTube. I had started clearing out the inbox before I caught news of this. And my dumbass self inadvertently deleted a lot of messages that were just not even specifically to me in particular, but just to the group in general, that there's no way of even going to the group page anymore because Yahoo Groups is no more, as far as I know. But I had deleted so many, not just from there because it didn't seem relevant. They're from so many years ago. And, of course, after deleting out about 200,000 emails from my inbox, there's still, like, 600,000 to go. Oh, then I find this news out and was like, you're kidding. You're fucking kidding, right? I about fell over. It was just like, couldn't have, found that out a day or two sooner, right? Fuck, I definitely would have been a lot more vigilant with keeping an eye on specific names popping up of who to keep messages from, and going through more carefully after that, but fuck, that just, not right. That is not right. At this point, I've kind of numbed out but that night, I cried most of that night, like, no joke. Like, I'm sure some of you guys saw the tweets that I put up that night when I read about it. But, of course, it was right before I went to bed, too. Just throwing that in there is another screw you, Jenn type of moment. But that sucked and just kind of pumped the brakes on the whole project, because I was going to try and go through and obviously, like, save certain things and put them in folders, but most of the rest I was gonna like clear out bit by bit, and was going back and was like, this whole thing, because it goes back so far, it's like a goddamn time capsule. There's like 20 years plus of emails here that my lazy ass self just never deleted anything, like ever, basically. I mean, a few here and there, but for the most part, no. And there's a lot of just crap that there was no reason to hold on to, like, spam emails for that long. That, like, old ads from, like, 20 years ago. Why the fuck did I not delete them? Laziness. But just seeing so many different things from different senders and realizing certain ones that are gone now and having just pangs of guilt in the moment where it's, like, between, do I keep this? Do I delete this? I don't know. I mean, some of them, I mean, obviously, like, ones from my grandpa I'm keeping forever. I don't care how mindless they may be, those stay forever. But, other ones I'm just like, I'm torn. I'm so torn. Because some of them, like I said, were to message groups where they weren't even specifically to me in particular, but they were of somebody that I cared about, and that person's gone now, and all that remains is their words on this page. I may even be the last person who still has a copy of them, and what am I doing? I'm hitting the delete button, because I'm an asshole, apparently. The fuck, self? I'm just like, this feels wrong. I mean, I realize I could have thrown money at this and gotten one of the paid subscriptions to get a much larger inbox and not have to deal with this for a while, but did I really want to throw yet another, what is it, like another $8 into the ether every month just for laziness? It's like, I already throw $8 a month at Disney Plus and I barely use it. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Another $8 on top of that for something that I'm not actively doing anything with other than just letting shit accumulate. Genius. No, that's why I was like, I'll clean stuff up. But it was like, the more I'm going through here, the more stuff I'm finding, and some of it hurts when it gets to stuff like that. And then there's other stuff where it's trippy, like all of the like YouTube notifications from literally ever of people who subscribed, of people who commented, people who I've long since forgotten about me, and I admittedly had forgotten about them till I saw that name pop up, and then, oh yeah, I remember them! Wonder whatever happened to them. I hope they're doing okay today. I suppose there's no real way of knowing, but hopefully they're alright. But, just this trippy thing, just going backwards through them. I think I'm back to about, like, well, it depends the way I'm doing it. It's not going through every single individual message one by one. Generally, I'm, like, looking at, okay, what's the newest sender in here right now? Now I'm gonna go through and look at everything from this sender. So, like, let's say the YouTube comment stuff. I'd go through there and pull up every single one of these and just skim through them before just poof, gone into the delete box, into the trash bin with you, and go on to the next one that way, and just going one by one by one. And it's a hella fucking tedious process, but at the same time, I don't have the heart to just delete everything, because I know there's stuff in there that I do want to keep. But damn, I'm like, it's a torn feeling between, like, ripping my heart out on some of these, because I know there's no real purpose to keep them other than just sentimental reasons. I can only imagine if something happened to me and somebody went through my inbox after, what the fuck they would think just seeing that many emails from that many years, many of them unopened. They're just like unread ones from that many years. Like, what the fuck was this bitch doing? I don't know, but I don't know. That's why I'm like going through trying to at least minimize some of it, at least downsize it some, because I'm like, this is excessive even by my standards, and this is just the one inbox. This is not even counting any of the about dozen other inboxes I have. It be like that. So, yeah, I got my work cut out for me. You know, rather than doing anything actually productive, but figure one of these days I'd have to sit down and do this sooner or later, and times I've tried to in the past, generally I had tried an approach of going one by one by one by one, and generally after a page or two got bored and gave up, and a few years later tried it again and got about as far and gave up again. So this way I actually have made some headway in it. Like I said, there's been about 200,000 emails deleted that I just totally poofed into the ether, but there's still like 600,000 to go, and there's always more coming, so there's that. Yeah, I realize I could unsubscribe to a lot of shit, but I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to. But at the same time, I'm like, just of the backload of years and years and years and years and years of stuff. The old stuff that is just outdated, that really serves no purpose whatsoever. Why am I letting it just sit there, taking up space, when it doesn't need to? This is stupid, so I've been chipping away at it a little at a time each day. But man, man, I'm just like, am I the only person who has ever let it get quite this bad? I mean, I was starting to think for a while until I realized it was that close to the inbox just being full to where there'd not even be able to be emails coming in. I was like, yeah, I can't risk that. But, I was starting to think, shit, I'm pushing 1 million emails. I should let it hit 1 million. And now I'm like, what the fuck? No, you should not let it hit 1 million. What the fuck, Jen? Apparently there is not enough space to let it hit 1 million with a free account, so just FYI, but yeah, it's interesting going through, seeing correspondences from, like, exes and things back and forth, and being like, wow, why did I ever like this person? What an asshat. I sneezed. But, yeah, anyway, just looking at so many of them, and just being like, I suppose it's an interesting glimpse into my past and things I had forgotten about, but on the other hand, I'm kind of mildly horrified with myself for reopening past wounds like that. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Shit like that should just be deleted without reading over it, I'm sure, but certain things, this many years later, still have an emotional trigger that shouldn't, and it pisses me off that they do. But, yeah, that, it's just really weird, because I don't know of anyone else who has ever let their inbox get this bad for that many years, to where they can basically, like, go backwards through their life and look at, like, the past 20 years just through emails, and be able to even just, like, randomly scroll to any various points and stop and be able to figure out, just looking at, like, the titles on that particular page in that spot, and figure out, oh, I know about when that was, without even looking at the date. Bizarre, bizarre feeling. But it is definitely a mixed bag of emotions, and I don't know, I'm just like, I really shouldn't have this much of an emotional attachment to fucking emails, but for somebody who's basically lived their life behind a computer screen every single day and done nothing with their life, yeah, I suppose you are gonna get attached to digital things like that. So, anyways, like I said, I didn't say there was any point to this vlog, I just said it was stream of consciousness and probably nobody would care, myself included, so don't say I didn't warn you on this one. Sorry that I can't give you your 15 minutes back, but anyways. I really don't have anything to add to this, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So, anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. I swear it's not always this weird here on this channel. I'm just in a weird mood right now, but, make sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an upload, even though after this one, maybe you want to miss some of them, I don't know. go ahead and leave your comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time. Bye-bye.